Very proud of this team. I thought we had a phenomenal first half. I wish we would have played a little bit better, a little less turnovers in the second half, but I feel the effort is always there, and sometimes we get a little too unselfish once we have big leads, and then everybody's passing the ball, and then we end up having some turnovers. But we shared the ball. I thought we made shots. We played at an up-tempo, and this is a good UTSA team.
I've got a question for Clark.
For both of you, and we'll start there and work our way across. Coaches started to make multiple substitutions, 2 and sometimes 3 players, meaningful minutes. Is that a comfort level now that you guys are starting to play together?
Yeah, I think something great about this team is we all believe in each other. We all pour into each other. Everyone can go. We're super deep. And next man up, we know to stay ready, whoever it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about who's hitting today, what's going on today. So I think she's trying to get rotations and see who's on. And we have people who come in the game and they shoot the lights out. So that's just the way our team works.
Did you feel like the basket was just like ginormous in the first half?
Yes, we shot the ball very well today, so, yeah.
Even you specifically shot the ball very well today.
Finally, yeah, finally. I just continue to work on it. I knew it was going to fall eventually, so just staying with it.
And your energy was like contagious.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, I just think that's part of my role in this team is to bring the energy and be a leader. So I just know whether I'm making shots or not, just to always have that energy and lift my teammates up.
4 wins in a row. Is it starting to come together?
Oh yeah, it's on. It's on.
Yeah, absolutely. We're coming for the top of this conference.
Why do you feel like it's coming together?
We had a tough non-conference schedule. We had a lot of tough people to go through. We've had injuries. We've had to put it all together, and I feel like just now it's clicking.
I think we've also hit a lot of adversity, even with like coaches leaving. So I just think we've been through a lot this year, and the most important thing, we've just always stayed together and loved on each other. So.
Coach, what would you say as far as the identity of your team at this point of the year? You've been through some of the ups, some of the downs. Now that you've won 4 in a row, if you could put a couple of words or a couple of things that you'd say, this is what my team is about, what would you say?
I think my team's about wanting to play fast. You know, I think we want to score. People's jobs are going to try to be to stop us now, and that's the mentality I want us to go in with every game. Defensively, we tweaked a few things after our loss to Rice, and our girls bought into everything, and now our defense is catching up with our offense, and I'm excited. It makes for a very tough team.
Obviously, the energy when you guys were in threes was contagious, but I think the most energy was when Lana got that first bucket. Can you talk about her a little bit?
Oh yeah, we love Lana. We believe in her. We've been rooting for her. Behind the scenes, she's put in a lot of work. So we're super proud of her.
Yeah, Lana's the first one to big up somebody else. I want to see her succeed. Everybody on this team wants to see her succeed, and it was great to see her on the court today.
Anything else for Clark?
Stephanie, you and Carla are like a defensive unit. Is that a mindset, or like how do you guys just fall into that?
Yeah, me and Carla are energy players. We play the same. We play off each other. We can switch without even talking about it. It's just the type of players that we are.
You guys mentioned the coaches leaving, Coach Jose leaving. What has impressed you about Coach B, and what has been like to play for her?
Yeah,
being in charge?
Yeah, Coach B's great. I mean, she's never been a head coach, and she's doing the thing. So, it's my girl right here. Yeah.
I think resilience is the name of the game. We've had to fight through everything, and she's had to fight through a new position and coming up into something that she might not be as comfortable with, and she's excelled at it. And we're fine with it. It's been good. Really good.
Was Rice a wake-up call in the sense that it's just not show up, our A game has to come?
Yeah, you know, I thought that game, we were just really nervous and we were tight. I thought the expectations after having such a hard non-conference schedule, everyone's sort of like, oh, well, you guys should just blow through conference. It doesn't work that way. You know, our conference is a good conference. We have good teams. And I thought that pressure just hit them during that Rice game because I definitely didn't think we played our best. But I thought after that one, we just sort of came together as a team and said, okay, well, this is what we're going to have to change and this is what we're going to have to do. And everybody bought into it. And since there, we've been playing well.
Coach, the players talking about an adjustment with Jose leaving, and then you have an adjustment too. I mean, sliding over that one chair. Does that kind of help the process coach them through it because you're going through it as well? Like, is it a journey that you guys are kind of walking side by side?
Yeah, it sort of is, and that's what's sort of cool about it. You know, I've had such loyal players. I can't tell you how it just gets sort of emotional because they all had the opportunity once Jose was gone to bolt, you know, and nobody did. And they said, you know what, we're sticking together, coach. I got your back, and we're going to get this done. You know, we're supposed to win the conference. We're going to get this done. And that just meant the world to me. Like some of our returners, I sort of had expected it from, but like Eden and Steph, who I just knew through recruiting, and they had just came in like June. But for them to be so bought in and to not worry and be like, no, coach, man, we got you, we got this, it meant a lot. It meant a lot to me.
Coach Brian Dutcher is a very good friend of mine, longtime assistant for Steve Fisher. He told me when he got the job at San Diego State, I waited 18 years to move 18 inches. How important was that, and how much of a change was that 18 inches for you?
I mean, it was a big change. I think the things that made it a little bit tougher was just when it did happen. You know, it's not like your traditional at the end of the season, there's a coaching change, and you have all this time to really bring your kids together to become your kids. Like, we had a scrimmage 4 days after Jose was gone, you know, and trying to pull an emotional team together. But you know what? We came out, we had a wonderful scrimmage, and after that Stetson scrimmage, I knew, like, you know what? We're going to be all right. And I truly felt that.
How have you enjoyed it so far?
I enjoy it. Like I said, it always helps when you have great kids and a great locker room. It just makes everything so much easier. Like, they come in ready to work every day. It's not, there's no screaming and hollering and to get them going. They bring it every day. But these are the type of players that we recruited to this program year in and year out. So it's just, you know what, they're great kids, and it makes it easier, and it makes it a lot of fun because they like to have fun, and I like to have fun with them.
Are you losing your voice more often?
No. Actually, my radio guy, is Derek in here? No, I'm teasing. No, I got sick when we were in Memphis. Yeah, so everyone's like, oh, your voice. It's like, yeah, but no, it'll be back.
Coach,
It's not from yelling.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. You talk about Eden, and clearly she's so passionate. Is she that passionate in practice, leading the team as well, too?
Oh, yeah, and I love her because she's sort of like that quiet leader where like Steph and Carla are like, but Eden, like when it's close games and we're at the end, and she brings them together after they leave me, and she's giving them directions. This is what we're going to do. We got to do this. We got to do that. We got to do this. Sort of behind the scenes. And yeah, and I'm very proud because that was something I didn't know her like that. If she would just come into a new team and be like that, and she has. I mean, she's been a very good leader. We have some very good leaders on this team, just all different aspects of how they do it.
And what did you think of her when she looked back at the bench after scoring that first three, and she was like, ah?
Yeah, but that's who she is because we always talk about her. Her three-point game. You know, you're a great mid-range shooter. We got to get your three-point game going. And it was great to see it because after that first one went in, it was sort of like, yeah, she's going to hit a couple more because that's just who she is. You know, she goes off adrenaline like that. So it was nice to see.
Coach, from midway through the first quarter, you go on a 44-13 run. At both ends of the floor, you're forcing shot clock violations, rebounding. How important was it for both ends of the floor to just click then?
Oh, it was, and that's what I told them. You know, we're coming on a team that's playing really well right now. You know, like they're talking about before, they lost like one conference game, regular season conference game, in the last 2 years. You know, because they started out 3-0, and I told them you better throw the first punch because if you're not, it's going to be a long night, and they're going to make you work for every point that you get. And then, like you're saying, in the basket just sort of opened up and it was a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie, it's a lot of fun to coach a half like that.
Coach, I want to ask you about Carla. I mean, when you see what she's been through the last couple of years, like she really has she's worn it. She's worn the whole thing. When you see a young lady like that in her journey and to be one of the leaders on your team, is that kind of why you get into coaching, because of players like that and journeys like that?
Yeah, absolutely. And her in particular, you know, I recruited her when I came over here. She didn't speak a lot of English, so we had a lot of interesting phone conversations trying to get her English better. But you just knew watching her. She was just a leader, but she's worked so hard to become the player that she has. And it's been wonderful to watch that growth and for people in our conference to see, okay, she's maybe not the leading scorer, but she's one of the most valuable players in this conference. And it's glad to see other coaches in our conference to see that because she works extremely hard and she is a team first player. But I'm just, like I said, I'm just so proud of her because she's had a few ups and downs, but she's special.
Joanna obviously had a great first half, making 5 threes. Just what kind of potential does she have?
Well, we were just sort of waiting for her to have that breakout night because we knew she could shoot, but she was a freshman. She's just sort of learning where to get them and when to get them. So it was very nice to see her finally have that game, and because once again, a wonderful young lady, teams first, that's all she's like. So, and she's played at high levels before. So to see her come out and hit those threes where everyone's like, oh my gosh. And we were all sort of like, okay, we've been waiting for this, because we've seen her do it before. So, yeah.